There is an abundance of online games that truly have the potential to be successful, but are ruined by pay-to-win mechanics, anti-consumer cash grab tactics, or quality in gameplay that deteriorates rather than elevates over time. A lot of online video games being released are missing a crucial element that can be easily explained using the shared involvement model found in a case study by Gordon Calleja that elaborates on the emotional involvement in digital games. This speaks volumes in the releases of titles such as Star Wars Battlefront series with its online pay-to-win loot boxes that endorse gambling, and the action RPG Anthem with its lack of content and mismanaged roadmap that only sees the player count declining. However, an online game by the name of League of Legends is at the forefront of the online video game market as a free-to-play model. League of Legends is a multiplayer online battle arena, or better known as a MOBA. League of Legends has risen through the ranks of online video games currently being played. According to statistics from Newzoo's Game Analytics, League of Legends is shown to be the most popular core PC game right now. Even though it's lacking in a lot of areas that could be considered vital elements to the successful video game formula, like a strong narrative or a plethora of progressive levels. Therefore, in this video we will be analyzing how a MOBA like League of Legends has effectively used elements from the shared involvement model and can be attributed to support in its success compared to other online video games. Now, Gordon Calleja's shared involvement states that shared involvement deals with the engagement derived from awareness of and interaction with other agents in a game environment. These agents can be human or even computer controlled, and the interactions here have been discussed in terms of cohabitation, cooperation, and competition. Thus, shared involvement encompasses all aspects relating to being with other entities in a common environment, ranging from making collaborative battle strategies to discussing guild politics, or simply being aware of the fact that actions are occurring in a social context. The specific game mode we will be focusing on is called Summoner's Rift. In this game mode, teams of up to 5 players choose their respective champions and battle it out against an opposing team of 5. The map consists of 3 lanes, top, middle, and bot. There is also a jungle which fills the space between the lanes. Each team will fight it out and break down the opposing team's defenses, eventually reaching and destroying their enemy's nexus to claim victory. Now this is just the generalized breakdown of the core gameplay that does not truly capture the complexity that is behind every element of play. However, using Calleja's shared involvement, we can highlight some important factors that make League of Legends so popular. Firstly, it's an understatement to discuss how diverse the champions are in League of Legends, with over 140 to choose from, with their own unique skills and personalities. However, this idea of creating a diverse pool of champions isn't anything out of the ordinary when it compares to other popular MOBAs, like Dota 2, that currently houses 115 heroes, or Smite, a third-person MOBA with 105. They create new champions, heroes, and gods regularly in order to bring something new to the game, without having to extensively change the format of gameplay. They more or less add a new dynamic that creates new possibilities, and the factor which upholds them is referred to as roles. This aspect holds the strongest connection to the shared involvement model. In League, at the start of the match, each player is assigned a different role. There is a top laner in the top lane, a mid laner in the middle lane, a jungler in the jungle, and an ADC or attack damage carry with the support in the bot lane. Rather than explaining how each role plays, we can simply acknowledge that they are different. Their unique playstyles serve as the 5 pillars that differentiates and heightens each champion's utility. They are the engagement derived from awareness of and interaction with other agents in a game environment, such as having 2 laners in a single lane, a bot or a jungler in the jungle that can service all lanes. Therefore, they all act and react differently to situations. They have successfully created an environment to be aware of in order to gain the upper hand. This is closely related to the human-controlled side of Calleja's case study, because the players are the human-controlled aspect interacting with one another. In each match, the flow of gameplay revolves around understanding the roles and working with your team members to overcome the opposing side. This general idea is essentially the foundation of League's gameplay, and again coincides with the Calleja's case study, reflecting the idea of simply being aware of the fact that actions are occurring in the social context. That social context in this case referring to the immediate setting. League has created those roles, and the human-controlled side representing what happens and how it develops. Furthermore, there is also the computer-controlled side that Calleja includes along with the human-controlled side. This factor forces certain situations that create even greater opportunities for diversified play. League of Legends utilizes that same computer-controlled side in the case study in the form of side objectives and buffs that could be secured by eliminating the large monsters that spawn in the jungle area. This is then emphasized the longer a match proceeds and becomes much more vital in order to secure victory. These special monsters known as the Rift, Dragon, Baron, and Elder Dragon all serve to benefit the team upon being slayed. Therefore, with the computer-controlled event on top of the human-controlled actions, they create the popular dynamic which is the core gameplay of League. The goal never changes. It is the journey to achieve victory that makes the difference. It has built a strong and competitive community that supports and competes with one another. It's a journey worth undertaking.